What's up, guys? So today we're doing the Skylanders, not trapping, Swap Force tier list. Now we've already done Spyro's Adventure. Link will be up there. Yeah, I'm trying to remember which way because it's the first time we've ever had camera, unless we put the lot video up first. So it's kind of like an up flare. Which one I want to do first? But other than the live video, this is the only other video with the camera in it, so you guys can see my lovely face. But we've done the Skylander Spyro's Adventure, we've done Giants, and now we're gonna do Swap Force. So basically, Swap Force had the unique gimmick of the tops and bottoms pop off. You can switch them to be like 256 different combinations of swappers to make some really cool unique ones. Now some of them were good, some of them were not that good, others were pretty much just the figure looked pretty cool. So let's get started. To begin here, we are going to go with Boomjet. Now, Boomjet, I just now started. I actually enjoy him a little bit, but his throwing his bombs, because I forget what, I think his other one was his propeller. Or no, that was his bottom path. I think his other one was calling down the rains of gunfire. But basically, I went with his bomb path to like football throw his bombs higher, and unfortunately, it just makes him a decent Skylander. It doesn't make him too good. It doesn't make him too bad. The only other issue with him is his jet engine, where basically you have to hold in a button, then press it again to dash. Otherwise, you don't do anything. It's not that good. Now, next is Free Ranger. Free Ranger, or the Lightning Chicken, is super good. His tornadoes, his melee attacks, just everything about him, even his mobility, it's super good. He's super fast. I think in a PvP setting, because remember, we not only do these off of looks, off of their abilities, we also do off of PvP as well, like if you battled your friends. He would honestly be a great Skylander. He'd be somebody you really want to put as like a high contender against somebody else that's really good. Popthorn I think is cute. PvP, he would be kind of fun. All in all, I think he's just a decent Skylander. Now Scratch, I don't know too much about. I've seen a little video over her, what she does. I just haven't seen much. So I'd really consider her a good Skylander. I wouldn't say she's great. I wouldn't say she's decent. I definitely wouldn't say she's bad or try again / sunburn level. But yeah. So next is Doomstone. Now Doomstone, I don't care. People can get mad at me all they want. He's OP. When you can stack your... I don't want to say it's a club. I don't want to say it's a sword. More than likely it probably is a club, but when you can stack that, make it super tall, and then slam it down on people, that's pretty awesome. When you can use your shield to basically Medusa stun your enemies, that's pretty awesome. And then if you get like bombarded by a whole ton of minions, bad guys, you can use your basically it's your spiky belt and pulse wave the enemies away from you. You can knock them back, deal great damage, and you are actually kind of a little bit fast too. Then I consider you an OP Skylander, even in a PvP setting. Like, I think he is a better version to me. He's a better version than Free Ranger. Now their abilities. Now this is where we first come up with the same abilities. Basically they have the tornado ability, so whenever in the game mode, and if I know how to, I'll put up like a little clip of how that works. Basically you jump into your little Swap Force ability gate, and it's kind of like Beyblade. you're trying to get to the middle of the Beyblade arena. That way you can get to the next area, and then the next area, and then that third one, you destroy Chaos's statue, because trolls built Chaos's statues everywhere. And so you just want to destroy him. Now, Rubble Rouser, I actually had fun with for a while, and it was kind of ironic because I look back, and he was actually, I think he was almost, like, he had all of his abilities, and he was pretty tall. I still say he's better, and he's a minion summoner as well. But then when you hold down into your hole for a while, you can actually like summon a huge rock to come out and like hit enemies, so it's kind of cool. I'd just say he's a good Skylander, because I'd say in PvP he'd definitely be better than these two, Popthorn and Boomjet. But Scratch, I think, would basically be his equivalent. He'd lose to Free Ranger pretty quick. He doesn't have the same ability. He is kind of like a slow walker, so that works well. Scorp. Now, Scorp I'm actually playing right now, and I'm having fun with. I think I did die because I didn't upgrade his roll ability yet, so I kept clicking on it. I was like, why can't I roll? Why can't I roll? I didn't have the ability yet. So, with Scorp, I'd say he's a good, almost great Skylander. PvP, he's pretty cool, and his DOT is actually very unique. He's one of the only ones that have that, and I think that would actually make him kind of fun in a PvP standard at the same time. Sorry, I'm clicking off as many of these ads as I can see. Slobbertooth. I gotta say, it kind of sucks that I have to put him in the bad zone. I love dinosaur Skylander, like dinosaur looking Skylanders. Bash, as you can tell in the Spyro's Adventure, he was an OP guy to me. Slobbertooth kind of fell apart on me, and that's what sucks, because I was looking for him, and I was like, oh, maybe this guy has something really cool, and then to find out that his abilities is basically your club or bite a person on the butt. So he's kind of like a dinosaur dog. I would rather have Funny Bone or Hot Dog than Slobbertooth. Yeah, Slobbertooth, not Slobbertrap. I don't think there's a Slobbertrap. It's also super late in the night, guys, so kind of getting a little tired here. Blast Zone is an OP Skylander. Sorry, no, not you, Kraken. Okay, yeah, you stay down there. Blast Zone is OP. He throws out, I think, 4 bombs when you buy his Sky Zone, and then not only that, not a Sky Zone, which that should actually, I think that is actually his ability with his bottom half. Soul Gem. His Soul Gem abilities, you can throw like 4 bombs, and I upgraded his bomb path. I'm gonna take a little tea break right quick. Love Sweetie, and his dash attack is super nice at the same time. I think probably a lot of people love upgrading his dash, where it just, I think it sends out like a flare of like a solar flare basically, but on the ground. Flame Wall, I don't really remember. I've tried to upgrade everybody else and play everybody else, so my knowledge on some of them have fallen, while others have, because they're more recent, have gone up. Firecracken. Now, I played Firecracken for a long while. I enjoyed him, but when your final ability is basically lighting your tail on fire, fighting, and then knocking out all the opponents, and then your ultimate ability going off, and you fly up in the air and slam back down, it kills it for me. It really does. I'd have to say he's a bad Skylander. I mean, I'm interested in him because he's actually, I believe, probably one of the first myth, like in our mythological creatures. Because if you obviously can't tell, he is a Chinese New Year's dragon. So I give him that, so I'll just keep him out of the try again. But for the bad, it's I don't know. Brino. Now Brino, I don't think I can say much about him because I have yet to play him. He's actually him, Riptide, not Ruler Brawl. Him, Riptide, Dunebug, and Slobbertooth. I'm gonna reset them all, and I'm basically gonna have my own like kind of hardcore Nuzlocke where I have to play all these guys and understand their abilities, see what I can do, and actually have fun with them. Now, Dunebug I have played a little bit of, so I actually understand him. Which I might keep him at his level, that way I can tell what he's doing. So with Frino, I'd have to say, just to be nice, because I haven't played him, and I know people are probably gonna you know, have their own thoughts and opinions on it. I'm gonna put him on decent. I think it's about average, you know, kind of, yeah, you're not great, yeah, you're not good, like you're not overpowering Popthorn and all these others. But I think in a PvP standard, he'd probably take out bad, and he'd easily take out the bad and try again. Now, Smolderdash, she's a good Skylander. Not Smolderdash. Yeah, it is. Sorry. Yeah, like I said, it's getting late. Yeah, it's not Trailblazer, because Trailblazer is the horse. So Smolderdash is, to me, she's really fun. I love her whip attack. Super fun. Her flame, basically where she turns supernova, I believe that is basically where Lobstar from Trap Team, I believe that's where you get a steamed ability. It was like, oh, you get more damage, and you kind of get a little bit faster, if I remember correctly. But the issue is, after you lose the steam, it kind of slows you down, your attack speed's lowered, which is a detriment, so I'm gonna just leave her on good. Now, Bumble Blast is great. When I first started playing SWAT Force, Bumble Blast is who I decided to start with, and basically he's my pick of the litter. When I'm not trying to do anybody else and I just want to play a core Skylander, Bumble Blast. When I get into a fight that I don't know if I'm gonna win, Bumble Blast. I love his stinger abilities. I love how you can shoot three bees at one time, like at the when you buy a soul gem ability. I love his little spewing out the honeycomb, which I think, like I said with the Giants, if you go back and watch that, I made some analogy to Smite and AMC, Amazon Cobb. I believe they could have done some things with him and Bumble Blast to kind of, like, you know, synergize with each other. Same with Swarm. So that could have been kind of interesting. So the next guy is Gorilla Drilla. Now, Gorilla Drilla, I gotta say, he's decent. He's not, I really wouldn't consider him good. Basically, think of him as the same as Rubble Rouser, but to me, probably less. Because the Rubble Rouser, I actually have fun hitting with the hammer. Gorilla Drilla, I just get bored. I'll play as anybody else. So, like, I'll even play as Firecracker. So, to be honest, I'm gonna put him as bad. I was thinking of decent, but I mean, the only thing I can think of is probably decent because of PvP standards. That's it. Stink Bomb. Stink Bomb is, I'd have to say, a good Skylander. Love going invisible. I love the whole, like, you basically, you fart like a, I thought of the Pokemon Stunky for a second. I get what, Pepe Le Pew. I'm trying to think of the word. Skunk. I don't know why that took so long. But basically like a skunk and a squirrel mix into a ninja. I love it so much. I think it's so weird that you can hold your throwing stars to make like a huge one that like throws throughout the entire battlefield. I think that's so funny. Oh, also with Gorilla Drilla, basically him and Robo, like I said, him and Robo Rouser have the same abilities. I'd still choose Robo Rouser over Gorilla Drilla. So Zulu, I'm actually still playing right now. I think he's a decent Skylander. I don't really care for him that much. I'd much rather pick Bumble Blast. I think in PvP he'd actually be even with Popthorn and Frino and Gorilla Drill and all these guys. But I do believe he would beat Slobbertooth, and mainly because he has range. He has range with his little green hair, animal club. Dunebug is, to be honest, we're actually going to we're gonna make a row below. Sorry, my cat is right here. You can probably see me have my hand over here. We're gonna do it in light. We're actually gonna write Forgotten Skylander, because I feel like a lot of people actually forget this dude even exists. So I'm gonna put it under bad and above try again, because he does have some quirks that make him pretty good, but at the same time it's so many people forget about this guy. I hear like Trap Shadow, Hoot Loop, Star Strike, Spyro, and Genie. I want to say no. Cinder's undead. I don't know why I thought Cinder was magic. Weird. Voodoo, Double Trouble. Like I can name a ton. I have some over here. I want to say Bad Juju, but I don't think she's magic. Star Strike. Like there's so many more. Hold on, we're gonna get a little visit. Come here. This is my cat. But Dunebug is like super forgotten. Not many people. You are sliding. Not many people. Not many people remember him. To be honest, I forgot about him for a long time too. Hoot Loop, I actually really enjoy. The only thing about him that I do not enjoy, however, is the fact that I love his mesmerizing gaze. I'm actually going to put him as a great Skylander. Not OP though, because if they would have fixed one thing, it would have made it so much better. So the thing I do not like about him, his mesmerizing gaze is pretty cool. His little staff where you can shoot like I think 3 or 5 energy blasts with his wand, which super good. But the thing I don't like is his teleporting. I don't like it at all. Basically, I do like it if you teleport down through, because you can control it. I like that, and it just summons a whole bunch of different portals that'll damage enemies. I think that's pretty cool. But the fact that like sometimes when you want to teleport away, you're just standing there and then you're gonna get hit a lot, it doesn't make him an OP Skylander. If it didn't do that somehow, then I think he'd be OP. Star Strike, great. If you okay, so basically my thing with her that I tell people is think of tennis. If you think of tennis when you play her, super easy. You can probably run through the entire game of Swap Force. Super easy. Trap Shadow, I'm actually just like Frino. I'm gonna stick him on the end here. I've never played him. I've been trying to find him. I actually did one time. I think it was him. It was him or Freezeblade. Basically, I went to 2 different game exchanges. I think one had the top, one had the bottom. But I wasn't sure, and I didn't want to buy it because I didn't want to, like, well, crap, now I got 2 bottoms and no tops. Now I got 2 tops and no bottoms. That sounds weird. But basically, I didn't want to buy it. And next time I went to him, neither pieces were there. So I was like, ah, crap. Should have bought him when I had a chance. So I have no idea how he plays. I've heard that he is better than Stink Bob, that people like him. But the issue for me is I just can't. If I don't know anything, I know I've seen little, and I mean little. Like, I'd almost say he's a forgotten Skylander at the same time because I've seen so little of him. Basically, I'm sticking him in decent, not sticking him bad, not in good, you know, just decent. Countdown, I actually like it. I like more than Wind Up, mainly because of his arms. I think he's a way better version of Drill Sergeant, so I'm putting him as a good Skylander. PvP, he'd actually probably be a great Skylander in PvP. Magna Charge, OP. There is no doubt in my mind that Skylander is OP. You can summon like everything in the kitchen sink with your magnet. You can shoot 5 blaster rounds per second. You can dash really fast. You can actually like suck up enemies in your dash and then use them to attack other enemies, if I remember correctly. And it is so good. So he's an OP Skylander. Next is Spyrise. Spyrise, OP. They knew what they were doing with the tech element in this game. But he is OP because he has a lifesteal ability. Like, you can basically, if you get into melee combat, you can lifesteal from your enemies. You can shoot 5 gold, basically they're gold coins. You shoot like 5 gold coins, blasting the crap out of enemies. You actually can use a sniper ability to get a read on the enemy's HP. And it's super good and awesome. He can even like jump up into the air, do like, you can't see him, but he'll have like a little spot where he can drop down, and when he goes up in the air, he actually summons like little mines that'll walk around and actually go after enemies and blow them up. So he has so much potential. So he's like, to me, he's a super OP Skylander. Wind Up, to me, Wind Up is just decent. I like him. I haven't have him fully upgraded yet. I do have it to where every time he moves, he's almost gonna like charge up. Every time he punches, he's almost gonna charge. Like, basically, I'm gonna have him to where he can just do whatever. Alrighty. Basically, I like doing the spinning move. That's pretty much everything. Grim Creeper, OP. Love Grim Creeper. Love his little ghost minion. I love using his, basically where you can go through enemies with his ghost and then summon his armor to come towards him, and it damages all of them. I love his scythe. I mean, just the legendary Grim Creeper on its own is an awesome fig. To me, everything about him just screams OP. PvP, he'd probably be the one I'm choosing. Now, Night Shift. Night Shift, I think, is a great Skylander. And yes, I sound like Tony the Tiger there. He has a teleporting ability too. I think it's on par with Hulu. I don't really use it that much because I'm just trying to box. I'm trying to Mike Tyson everybody in the whole level. I just want them all to come at me. I have him upgraded to where he has golden gloves, and I love trying to wind up to basically get that huge, that huge uppercut. Love it to pieces. Now, Snake Shift. Or not Snake Shift. Rattleshake. Rattleshake, OP. They also knew what they were doing when they made the Undead Skylanders in this one. So I actually have both the Quick Draw Rattleshake and then the normal Rattleshake. The Rattleshake I had originally, that was actually maxed out. And I actually found out that the Rattleshake, the Quick Draw Rattleshake, was maxed out too. But to be honest with the color schemes, I love the regular Rattleshake more than the Quick Draw. I find his purple awesome, but at the same time, it does not work for him. It looks so weird. I don't get it. But yeah. So next is Roller Brawl. Now I've heard good things about Roller Brawl. I'm excited. I'm gonna put her at good, mainly because, like I said, I've just heard good things about her. I haven't heard great things about her, and I'm still playing her a little bit. So to be honest, I'm actually gonna put her at decent. I'm gonna stick her with the other three: Brino, Trap Shadow, and herself. That way I can actually, I'm actually going to go through and I'm going to put her, when I do Dunebug, Frino, her Riptide, I'm actually going to test out how I like it, how I feel about them. So, Freeze Blade, same boat. Can't really say much about him because, I've never had him. But with his dashing, I'd probably still go with Magna Charge. Rattleshake had that jumping ability. Sorry, I'm backtracking a little bit. Rattleshake had the jumping ability, which Firecracken had. Rattleshake's is still better. Trap Shadow had the stealth. I still think Stink Bomb's better. Punk Shock. Punk Shock is basically a better version of Zap. So I'm putting her at great. And then, so I mean, there's not much I can talk about her, but I've been messing with her a little bit. I think right now it's her, Wind Up, Zulu, and really it was Bumble Blast and Grim Creeper that I was messing with. And but then Grim Creeper and Bumble Blast just took off and did their own thing. Where I've just been playing them a lot. And then I put Star Strike, and then I fell in love with Star Strike more. So it was kind of like, now it's Scorp, Smolder Dash, Wind Up, and Punk Shock, and Riptide. Riptide I've barely done anything with. I know he's just basically like a melee brute, so I'll stick him on this side too. I'll mess with him, see how I like him. I think I'm going to like him though, because you can get to swing a massive Hammerhead Shark. I think that'd be pretty fun. And for my final one, Washbuckler. Washbuckler is OP. I love his abilities. I actually did have a glitch where I reset him because I had two of them and I didn't mean to, but I reset mine. But for some reason, I still had all of his abilities. Where I held in my sword and then I released the ghost ship. And I was like, wait a minute. Looked at my my upgrades for him, and it still said it was locked. So I was like, huh. So somehow I messed with him a little bit. But between him and Spyrise on their walking, I mean, they're both pretty good. Love his Bubble Blaster. Love his Cutlass. Love his Soul Gem ability. And then he can spray out ink, or he can use his like tentacles and just whack everything. It's all pretty cool. Really enjoy him. And yeah, that is my finale of Skylander Swap Force. We didn't have anybody in Try Again, which is good. We only had one Forgotten Skylander. Too bad. I mean, we had a ton of decents. It's about same good and greats. And then amazingly, we had 7 OP Skylanders, in my opinion. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I am gonna go catch some sleep. I'm tired. If you're sleeping, congratulations, you're doing more than me. But yeah, please like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below what your favorite Swap Force Skylander is, and then like to help the channel, and subscribe to also help the channel. So catch you guys later.